Hi, so I'm René Rivera. I'm going to be showing you some algorithm magic. And since we're talking about algorithms, and doing some magic tricks, I'm going to need someone to help me. So with that, Sean, could you come up here? Thank you, Sean. You might want to go on this side. So since we're talking about slideware, the first thing I'm going to show you is what I'm not going to show you on the next slide. We're going to start off with something rather simple on this. That's our main program. Cards a slide. So first thing we're going to do on this is we're going to show you. It's a normal deck of cards. It's kind of nice looking. We're going to have 24 cards, which our IOTA algorithm will give us for us. And for the next step, Sean is going to help me with this. We're going to shuffle that deck of cards. So go ahead. And yes, we have a clock, so you might want to do it quickly. Awesome. So for the next part, we are going to do some input. And for this part, since it is a little tricky, I have to take these off. Sean is going to pick a card, show it to you all on the camera so you can see it. No one should say anything, and then put it back in anywhere he wants. And this is where I get to close my eyes. Tell me when you're done. Thank you. I'm sure there's no trick in there anywhere. So just to be sure there's nothing going on, Sean is going to shuffle it again. We all know how the shuffle algorithm works, I'm sure. Fantastic. So for our next part of the algorithm, we're going to do this a few times. And that's easy to figure out. We're just going to do it 3 times, as you can see there. And in order to do that, we're just going to split this up. So we have the 1 deck of cards, and we're going to split it up into 4. And we're going to do something rather interesting. We're going to use accumulate to actually do a distribute algorithm through the cards. And this is where I suggest that someone think about this and submit a paper to add distribute. Next part of this for that, we need to find the card that Sean selected. But I don't know what the card is. So I'm going to ask, is that have your card?
No.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. And you can see we're just doing a find and a count to figure that out. Is it in there? Clearly, it would be nice to have the computer right about now.
Yes.
Fantastic. So we have the deck. For the next part, we're going to do some more strange algorithm. We're going to use some moves and collect that all back up. And we get to do this 2 more times. Okay, so is your card somewhere in there?
No.
Is your card somewhere in there?
Yes.
Great. So again, we move it all back into 1 deck. And the last time. And yes, I am running out of time. Okay, is it in there?
No.
Is it in there?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so now the really scary part. We're going to print out and assert that we have the right card, because we know which one it is.
Very good.
So, thank you. One last thing, since Sean was so helpful, he gets his own set of cards that are special, that match the C++ cards.